The one big, beautiful bill. What did it do for you and for me? That's what I care about, right? So let's talk about it. We are working with federal families day in and day out, and your spouses if you're tuning into, and other families. Let's figure out, how about 4 benefits from this bill that was passed that relate to us? I've selected those, so let's see what they look like. How about the increased standard deduction? So many of you do not itemize your deduction. And so the higher that standard deduction is, if it's solidified and made permanent, it helps you out a whole lot. Right now, as I record, that standard deduction for families is $31,500. So that's a really nice standard deduction, and it's going to be adjusted for inflation every year. If you're single, $15,750. So if you make $100,000, you get, and you're single, $16,000 automatically lowered, right? So you're only taxed on $84,000. If you put 10 grand into your TSP, you're only taxed on $74,000. This is getting better and better, isn't it? Just to put it in perspective. Oh, along with that, there's a child tax credit. It's at $2,200 per child. So that's up to, and it remains there. So if you have a couple kids, it's $4,400 plus your $31,500. Woo! All right, we're winning, right? That sounds pretty good to me. That's $36,000 almost standard deduction. Okay, the next one that I think might affect you is those of you who get overtime. Not too many federal employees work for tips, but those of you that get overtime, I know I work with a lot of aircraft mechanics for Air Force and such, maintenance, and there's a lot of overtime that happens in a lot of federal jobs. Well, the overtime deduction, let's see if I get this right. It is, drum roll please, where did it go? There it is. $12,500 is your deduction for your overtime. So that's cool. If you get $25,000 in overtime per year, half of that's non-taxable. That's pretty sweet. Let's talk about another point. Car loan, the interest, if it's 100% assembled in the U.S., I mean, that smacks of the Trump administration. If it's 100% assembled in the U.S., you can write off up to $10,000 in 1 year of loan interest. So that's really cool. You get to write that off. The other thing that I thought was really important was real estate improvements. If you're a landlord and you want to accelerate 100% of the costs of upgrading your properties, then instead of depreciating it over time, you could take it all in 1 year. Let's say I spend $40,000 a unit and I have 3 units. That's $120,000. I can write all of that off in 1 single year. And finally, the best benefit is that these low tax brackets, historically very low tax brackets, remain. We thought they were going to be phased out in 2026. They remain at least for another 4 years. Congratulations to everybody. Remember, you don't have to work longer. You just need a better plan. We'll talk to you really soon, folks.